Hey guys, welcome back to Naughty Threads. Do subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon to get all the future updates. Today's video is very interesting. So I'm going to use pearls of two different sizes to work today's design. So in the first step, I'm using this 10 mm sized pearls along with my 6 strands of silk thread here. So in case if you have missed this design, I'm going to link it in the I button and you can watch the making of that design. So I'm going to work my baseline. This is my sample fabric, so I'm going to fix the knot here. But in case you're working on a sari, you will start from the corner. So after I fix the knot, I'm going to work 4 chains and 1 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4 chains and 1 single crochet again. 2, 3 and 4 and 1 single crochet. So after I work 3 blocks, this is where I am going to add my first pearl. In case you don't want to use pearl or using pearl might not suit your sari, you can use these kind of beads, any round bead or flat bead. So after inserting the pearl, I have locked it with a chain stitch, and then I'm going to fix it by working a single crochet. So the baseline is exactly similar to what I did for this design. So this one, the pink arch that you see is exactly the same. Then I'm going to continue working 4 chains and 1 single crochet 5 times before I add my next bead. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Now here I'm going to add my second pearl. So this is how you will continue working the base line for the sari. So again I will work my 4 chains 5 times and then I'm going to add a bead. So same way you will continue till you reach the other end of the pallu. Since I have started with 3 blocks, I am ending with 3 blocks. In case while working the sari, you get some extra blocks or there is not enough space to work 3 blocks, you will have to do a little bit of manipulation so that you squeeze in 3 blocks in the end. So once you have reached the end, you're going to turn your sari and then repeat the same step. 4 chains and single crochet inside the single crochet. Again 4 chains, single crochet inside single crochet. 4 chains and single inside single. So around this pearl, depending on the size of the bead that you are using, you will work the number of chains. So I'm going to try with 4 and 5 chains to check if it is reaching. I think 6 chains is good enough for this size of pearl. So I worked 6 chains and I'm going to fix it using a single crochet. So the rest of the part, I think by now you guys will understand. It's just 4 chains and 1 single on single. Only around this pearl you're going to work 6 chains. After working the second base, I have turned the fabric. Now I'm doing my third step. So while you're doing the third step, you'll have to make sure the right side of the pallu is facing towards you. I started off with the right side facing towards me as well. So again I'm going to work 4 chains and single crochet on the topmost single crochet. I'm going to do that one more time. 4 chains and single crochet. And here the block that is next to the bead, I'm going to work just 1 single crochet and then start working my double crochets in this chain gap that is around the pearl. 2, so I've worked 12 double crochets because there were 6 chains in the base, so 12 is good enough, and I'm going to fix this using a single crochet in the next block, and then I'll work one single crochet inside the single crochet and continue with 4 chains and single crochet on the topmost single crochet. Repeat the same 2 more times. So once you reach the block that is next to the bead, you know what to do. Just one single crochet here, and then you will work 12 double crochets in this. I finished working my arch and I have reached the end. Now this is where you will actually trim and change the color, but since I'm going to continue in the same color, I have already added these sugar beads. So these are very tiny pearls in the same color, matching my pearl in the first step. So I have added about so much length, about 10 inches length of these beads. I am going to continue with the same color, but you guys can cut it here, add these beads in the second color and then continue. So now I'm going to turn the fabric. So I have 2 blocks of 4 chains. I'm going to repeat the same thing over that. So 4 chains and single crochet on the topmost single crochet. Going to repeat that one more time. 4 chains, single crochet into that single crochet. I'm going to skip the next single crochet and work one single crochet on the first double crochet. So now I have reached my arch, and this is where I will start adding my sugar beads. So I have added these sugar beads using a needle into the 6 strands of silk thread. You can use a very thin needle and add these beads into the thread. So what we are going to do here is count 8 beads like this, and once you have 8 beads, you will push it towards the arch. Once you push it towards the arch, you are going to fold the beads like this, like fold it, and then you will just work one chain. So when you do that, it kind of forms a loop here. So once the loop is formed, you will continue working a single crochet in the next stitch. Again, it's a very repetitive process, but you'll have to remember to count right. So the first 4 and the next 4. So 4 plus 4 becomes 8. Fold it. And work one chain. So after the chain, single crochet into the next stitch. That's how you will continue on every stitch. You can use 0mm gold metal beads also if you don't want to use these sugar beads. That's the other option. So each time you're going to fold the beads, work one chain, and then single crochet into the next stitch. So I'll just show how it looks. So right now this is how it looks with just some loops. I finished adding bead loops on each double crochet, and I have 12 bead loops here. So this is how it looks at this stage. This is the right side. Looks really interesting. So we'll see how to continue. I'm going to skip the next single crochet here and then work one single crochet in the next stitch, and then continue with 4 chains and 1 single crochet. Again 2, 3, 4 chains and 1 single crochet. Four chains and 1 single crochet, after which I'm going to skip the next one and directly start single crochet on the first double crochet. So for each double crochet you will need 8 sugar beads. So accordingly you can check the number of beads required. It also depends on the number of double crochets you have worked in the arch. So I'm going to continue adding beads in the exact same way. Each time push 8 beads. So that's 5, 6, 7. And 8. So once you have 8 beads, fold it, work 1 chain and single crochet in the next stitch. So same way I'm going to continue, and after this step I will change the color. After finishing this step, this is how the arch is looking. It has 12 bead loops on each. There are like 12 here and 12 here. I have trimmed the thread and I have attached my next color, which is gold. Now I'm going to start from this single crochet here, pull a loop and then work 4 chains, single crochet on the topmost single crochet, and once again 4 chains and single crochet here. Then I'm going to just do a chain 1 because I have to reach here. So on these bead loops where the thread has folded, in that space I'm going to do a single crochet like this, and then chain 1, go into the second bead loop. So you're ideally leaving 4 beads on this side, 4 beads on the other side, and then you're going to work a single crochet. After that again chain 1. So this is how this step will continue. So in this space insert the needle and work a single crochet. After every single crochet we are going to do a chain 1. So since we have 12 loops, we should be working 12 single crochets. Each single crochet should be followed by a chain. So 1 chain. So right now this is how it should look. So after that 1 chain, I am going to work 1 single crochet here and then continue with 4 chains and a single crochet. So here we have 3 loops of 4 chains, and that's exactly what we will continue. So after working a single crochet here, I'll work 1 chain and then start my single crochets on the loop. I'm done working my single crochets on the beads and I've reached the end here. I've turned the sari and now I'm going to continue with working single crochets here. So in this first block I have worked 3 single crochets and then I'm going to work 1 inside the single crochet. After which in the next block I'll just work 1 single crochet, and then there is this 1 chain gap. So in that gap I'm going to start working my double crochets. So in each chain gap I'll be working 2 double crochets. So after 2 I'm going to move to the next chain space or chain gap and then work 2 double crochets. So when you're doing this step, you're actually facing the wrong side of the fabric. So in this step, the size of the double crochets will be small, only then the design will look nice. So just continue the same way. So ideally there are 12 bead loops. In each chain space, simply continue working 2 double crochets. I finished working this arch and I've reached the end. In the block that is next to this arch, I'm going to work 1 single crochet and then a single crochet inside the single crochet. Here in this block, just continue working single crochets, how many ever fit in. Around 3 to 4 is what you can work. After which, same way you will just continue with 1 single crochet inside the next one and 1 in the next block. Then continue your double crochets here. After working double crochets in gold color, I have trimmed it and I have joined my third color. This step is completely optional. If you want, you can add, or you can simply leave it at this and add tassels in between. But I thought of adding picots because picots are my favorite. So I'm going to start by inserting the hook in the first single crochet here and continue working single crochets on each single crochet, because this is the space where I will be adding a tassel. And now since I've reached my arch, I will add 1 more single crochet here and then I will work my picots. So for picot, I worked 3 chains. I'm going into this single crochet here, pull a loop and come out. That way you will have 2 loops. Just yarn over and pass through both the loops. So that forms 1 picot. Now I'm going to skip the next stitch and in the next one I'm going to fix it using a single crochet. So that's how I'm going to continue this step. So 3 chains again, go into the single crochet, pull a loop and come out, and then you will have 2 loops. Just yarn over and pass through both the loops. So each time when you are fixing it, you are going to skip 1 stitch and fix it in the next stitch. Only then it's going to look neat. Otherwise there will be too many picots and the design might have slight waves and it might not sit flat. Instead of picots, if you want the design to look even more grand, then you can add beads. Same way, instead of picot, just add 1 gold bead and then fix it using a single crochet. So that's how it is. So The last step is completely optional. You can go with whatever you like. Here is the final look after adding picots. It kind of looks cute. But like already mentioned, you can replace those picots with beads of your choice. And I have also added tassels. I had this pink color bunch lying around, so that is the reason I have used pink. So you can use any color that suits your sari. So for the tassels, as usual, like always, I have used 120 strands of silk thread. I have ironed it before I tied it using 2 strands of zari thread. So this is the final look. So do give it a try. It might look a little tricky when you watch it, but when you actually try it yourself, you will know how simple it is to work. So if you happen to try, you know what to do. Share it in the group on Facebook, the Crochet Club by Naughty Threads, and I would love to see your work. In case you guys have not subscribed to my vlog channel, do subscribe to Kanika Reddy Vlogs and also check out my blog naughtythreads.net. I shall leave all the details in the description box, so do take a minute and check out the description box. That's all in today's video. I shall see you guys soon. Until then, take care.